What's going on YouTube? This is DreThePlug coming at you guys with some more technical heat, and in this video I actually mean it literally this time. I'm gonna add a component to your project that could basically sense fire. So if you have any fire in any type of way in your project, it's a way that you can instantly activate the entire electrical project or component. So let's get into some of this technical heat, man. It's about to get real spicy up in here. As always, I actually added another electrical project tied into it so you guys can actually get two new things at once, like how I always do with my projects. So basically what I ended up doing was making lights randomly turn on as soon as the fire touched the sensor, basically. So once they end up getting into contact, lights will instantly randomly turn on. So that's pretty much what I did. Of course, I coded everything. It was really long at first, but I ended up finding a way to condense it and make it really small and easy to read. Before it was pretty long, but I got y'all. I made it smaller. Like I always say, the code will be down in the description below, so you guys could just copy and paste it out of the treasure chest and just add it to your code if you just want to do this and actually add this to your project. So let's get into it. Let me show y'all how to construct it, go over the code. Let's get into it. Hey man, before I just jump into this technical heat, I want to also let y'all know I just made a water sensor to basically where the same exact thing can happen to the point to where you can sense water and instantly your project or any type of component could just activate instantly. So definitely check that one out too. The project could activate as long as it's pointing in the direction of the fire. It'll always activate. You don't even have to be close. You don't necessarily need to have a lighter. I mean, as long as you have fire present, that's the only thing you need to make everything activate. Okay, so jumping into how it's constructed, as you guys can see right here, you have your AO, analog, and then right here you have your ground, power, and then you have your DC output. So the ones that we are actually going to use is just the ground, your voltage, which is your 5 volts, and then you have your DL for your digital output, which will be set to 3. So that way you'll be good on that. So basically just make sure that everything just goes according to the way that these colors are shown. I'll just show you guys. As you guys can see, you can see it's going into the third one right there. And pick it up and actually show you guys. So you guys can actually see, there you go. Going right there into your digital output 3. Then just dropping it right back down. Just show you guys. So next, the way I ended up constructing it, right here I pretty much have my ground pin, which is my black one right here. So to really save ourselves like a lot of time and make it way more neater, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect my ground pin on this line right here. Like I said before in my breadboard tutorial, if you guys don't understand how a breadboard works, definitely go check that out. But basically all of these, this whole row is all connected to each other. So definitely connecting it here and actually having each individual LED touch each other is gonna save a whole lot of time, and it's gonna save a whole lot of wiring that you have to do. If you just connect it to this one, all of these are connected instantly. So then right after that, what I'm gonna end up doing is actually going into every single pin that I actually showed in the code. I'm gonna show you guys in the code each individual pin that I'm going to use, and I'm gonna connect it to a light, every individual one. I have them all listed out right here. You'll see how all of the numbers correlate to the actual code. Showing you guys with the close-up. Make sure all of them. Do it matter which LED I put? No, it could be any LED. It don't even have to be LEDs. It could just be electronic components, as long as it's like, you know, not something that won't like use enough electricity to actually work or activate. If it's just something regular, you know, like a LED, a buzzer, a little mini fan, yeah, you can put anything in between this. The way that I'm gonna code is gonna make perfect sense. But this is pretty much how you construct it. Going out to all my digital outputs, each individual one, which I will have set inside of the code. And you have all the LEDs. Let me just show you guys how it'll work again before I actually show you guys the code. Got my candle. As you guys can see, it's already going off. And as long as fire is in the area, it will always go off. Super snappy. And like I said, I already made the code. It was way longer than what I have for y'all right now, but I was like, hey man, I want to make the code nice and short and simple for people to actually use. And I ended up getting it. It took a little minute, but I got it. Y'all know me, I'm always giving y'all this technical heat, man. Jumping into the code, let's get into it. So as you guys can see in the beginning, I have int, then I have LED equal to 10. And then like I always say, you can actually name these areas right here, whatever you want, as long as you stay consistent throughout the code. So jumping from the top, I have LED equal to 10, and the 10 is just the exact pin that's connected to the Arduino. So as you guys can see, we have 10, 9, 8, 6, and 4. So that's just letting you guys know which pins that it will be connected to for all of the different LEDs. Right here I have int button pin, and this one is going to be to 3, and this particular pin is what's going to give the actual flaming sensor, the actual heat sensor, to actually be able to detect and get that power to be able to do its job. Next I have int val, have long random number. I want this to be a random situation, so I'm going to use that long random number just so you guys can actually get a good effect of exactly how to make something randomly happen, or random situations, or like how I made this demonstration, random lights. Then right after that I have void setup, and as you guys see I have the pinMode, which I always talk about. This is pretty much how your Arduino is going to give out that power and actually make it an output, so that way when you plug everything up it has enough juice. Can I run this whole code without the pinMode? I actually can. There's a way I can still run it, but will the lights be bright enough for the project that you're trying to create? It may not. In certain cases it may not, so that's why it's important. So make sure you have your pinMode for the same pins that's at the top. Make sure you have output, because you want this electricity to go out and go into the wires and then go into the LEDs, and make sure that it flows. So then right after that we're going to get into our void loop. We have val digitalRead for the button pin, and then we have the if val high, and then right here this is pretty much what's going to make everything work properly and turn on as soon as the sensor sense some fire. It'll instantly activate. This is pretty much what's going to make all of the lights randomly work. So we have random number equal to random, and then inside of these you're going to have 2, 11. So what's interesting about this is you can have the values anything in between the exact pin numbers that you have. So see how I have my lowest is 4, I have this one down to just 2. So then my highest I have 11, I have it here to it's 10. So basically once you have this number right here, this number isn't going to be one that actually activates. So if I had a pin that was 11 and I put 11 right here, it wouldn't activate this. This is the number where it stops at, just to let you guys know. So that's why I have 11 here. I just put 2 just so I could actually do video demonstration purposes, just to show you guys that it could have been 3. I could have had it all the way to 2. It don't act the same way as this last number right here. So the 11, that just means that's where it stops. You can't use number 11 pin on the Arduino, you guys. I also put it out beside right here so you guys could just go back over if you guys ever want to know with the code. Then right after that I have digitalWrite, random number, and then I have high, which basically means turn on in C++ language, like I always say. Then I have delay 10 milliseconds. So basically it's going to come on and go off really quick, and all of them going to randomly come on really quick whenever they want to. There is no set time to where each individual light come on. It's going to be completely random. And 10, that just lets you know it's going to be extremely quick. Can I put it to 100? Can I put it to 1,000? Will it still be random, but it'll just take a longer time to actually turn on? Yes. Then right after that I have digitalWrite, random number, then I have a comma, low, which means it'll turn off. So this is what's going to make it have that blinking effect and random effect. Then I have my else, and I don't have anything. I basically have exactly what I need. I just threw my else in there just to make sure that the code run properly. Without that else, it wouldn't run. Let me just show you guys real quick. So verify, as you guys see, it didn't. Going back, verify, and it works perfectly. And that concludes this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It really do help the channel. Definitely go check out my Instagram, DreThePlug123. And then go also check out my other YouTube channel. I'll have a link down below. This was the channel I started a little while ago. It's basically about barbering and basically giving your own self a fresh cut and looking nice when you step out the house. So definitely check out that channel. I do all types of different haircuts, and be looking forward for the next video that drop. And I'm out.